Hey guys, what's good? Mike here, Laker Talk. So let's talk about D'Angelo Russell and Jordan Clarkson. All right. So Nick Van Exel yesterday was on the radio on 710 ESPN Radio on Max and Marcellus's show. He was being interviewed. Max was asking him about the young core, and Nick Van Exel was giving his opinion on what he thought of the young core. He started off with D'Angelo. He was like, D'Angelo Russell is nice. He's good. His problem is he's not as fast, etc. He has good potential. He went on to Jordan Clarkson. He was like, I love Jordan Clarkson. And he was talking about his tenacity, his toughness, etc. And then he went on to Randall. Randall's a beast. Nance is a little he's raw, but he's good as well. He was like, I like the young core. Out of the young core, he was like, Jordan Clarkson's the keeper, right? He touched on the fact that he don't think we can sign them all, etc. But he stated that his keeper would be Jordan Clarkson. He's not saying get rid of D'Angelo. His keeper would be Jordan Clarkson. Very interesting. Very interesting because in the middle of the season, I actually compared D'Angelo Russell to Nick Van Exel type. Obviously not as fast, but you know, that type of guard. Now, I get what Nick Van Exel is saying, but I disagree. I'll tell you why. At face value, or just on the surface, you see Jordan Clarkson. He's much more mature. He's filled out, 23. He's a little bit more active. He's faster. His game, he understands the game a little bit better because he's a little older. He's been around. He's a little tougher. His game is much different. He's quicker. He's faster. He's more athletic, etc. Right? But Nick Van Exel, I would guarantee, wasn't someone that really focused on D'Angelo Russell's game throughout the entire year. Possession by possession by possession, right? Those of us who watch my videos, we all know. We watch D'Angelo Russell like no other, right? Even myself, you know, back when we got started and I was upset that we chose D'Angelo Russell over Jahlil Okafor when he was playing poorly, I was like, he's a bust and all this other stuff, right? But when I got past that and realized D'Angelo Russell's our keeper and I got over Jahlil Okafor, I studied D'Angelo Russell for his true potential. And it was something last year that showed me that D'Angelo Russell is going to be the superstar and not Jordan Clarkson. There was a 5-game stretch, and those of you who are D'Angelo Russell's fans, you kind of remember this 5 to 6 game stretch. It was when Kobe Bryant was injured, or Kobe Bryant was out and Lou Williams was injured, right? And those guys were off the roster for like a 2-week period. There was moments in that instance where D'Angelo Russell was scoring bunches. Like he would start off a little slow, but at the end of the first quarter, he had like 8 points, right? End of the first half, he had like 15 points. Like it showed that he could get his shot off over any guard and that he could put up numbers in bunches. And it came in different varieties, you know, post up, off the pick, you know, jump shot, 3-pointer. It showed, it was clear to me that he was on another level potentially than Jordan Clarkson. Jordan Clarkson is what he is. He's a Monte Ellis, right? So even Monte Ellis at his peak, right? 20 points a game, very athletic, can get to the rim, can slash, can dunk, can shoot. I'm not trading D'Angelo Russell for Monte Ellis, you know, 1 for 1. No way. D'Angelo Russell, when he went up against dominant guards, big guards, he stood his ground. And you can see that D'Angelo Russell is a bigger guard than 90% of all the guards out there, which is very interesting, right? As a puppy, I'm sure he grew another ½ inch. Right? So you can only imagine, I'm not even going to talk about the 39-point game. I'm talking about that 5-game stretch where he showed a sense of dominance. And I tweeted out, those of you who follow me on Twitter, I tweeted out, I'm like, yo, he's playing like he's the #1 pick. And some folks were like, no, Mike, you know, Cat still has been more consistent. But it was a stretch there. This was the Nick Young video stuff, right? And this was right before Kobe Bryant and Lou Williams came back. And when they came back, that game, that display of offensive game and overall potential that D'Angelo Russell was showing dropped like a bad stock, right? It showed me that when you don't have Kobe Bryant, when you don't have Lou Williams as your focal point, which Byron Scott featured a lot, you saw the true potential of D'Angelo Russell's game, and he was clearly, there was not even a question that Jordan Clarkson was the better prospect than he was. No, it was absolutely clear to me that D'Angelo Russell was the guy that is going to be the superstar for the Lakers. And that's what I foresee next year. We don't have Byron Scott featuring Lou Williams as the focal point, taking up all the shots. We don't have, you know, Byron Scott there where D'Angelo Russell have to look over his shoulder, or this game is going to be for Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant has to get his shots off, etc. No. Going forward, this is D'Angelo Russell's time to shine. He has the potential. He's going to do it next year. And it is clear to me when you have those variables out of the way, D'Angelo Russell is the much better prospect than Jordan Clarkson, like I said. Jordan Clarkson's game is Monte Ellis. Okay, Monte Ellis is a stud, but there's no way I would trade Monte Ellis for D'Angelo Russell. All right, that's just my opinion. Hit me up in the comments below. Let me know your thoughts. Thanks for commenting, liking, and subscribing. Follow me on Twitter, guys, at Mike Sports Live. We'll talk soon. Peace.